Hi everybody. We don't have a whole lot to do this week, but I do want to walk you through the assignments because what we're doing is pretty important. So I want you to make sure that you understand everything. Okay, so the first thing that we have is we have a different time for our Zoom meeting. So I did get some feedback from a few of you, and most people said that Thursday night at 7 was going to be a good time to meet. So we're going to try that. I know it's a totally different time and a totally different day than we usually meet, but we're going to go ahead and try it. So if you can, meet me on Thursday at 7, and what I'm going to do is just go over what we're supposed to be doing for the research paper so far, and then for who's ever there, I'll answer any of your questions that you have and go over any of your topics that you're looking at, and maybe give you some help with your outlines or your sections that you're working on. So try to make it to that meeting if you can. If you can't, then it's going to be a good idea to watch that recording to make sure that you don't miss any important information. Okay, so that's going to be for the meeting this week, and we're only just going to have one, and that again, it will be on Thursday night at 7. And then we do have a discussion for this week, and you only have to post, you don't have to reply, so only one post is due. And what you do have to do is read this sample research paper, and then what you're going to do is try to find the arguments that the writer makes, okay? So read it, try to think about it, try to see what the arguments are. And then you can check your answers by looking at this document that's posted here, and just to make sure that you understand what I'm talking about. And then what I want you to post is about your topic, okay? So what you're reading here is just a practice. You're not gonna post about gun control. You're gonna post about your topic that you are writing about. But I put this up here so you know what I mean by the arguments, okay? Then the last thing for the week is going to be turning in section 2 of the research paper. So you should already have turned in section 1 when you turn this in. Remember, section 1 is the introduction. So that's going to be the background, the history, explaining why it's a problem. And then section 2 is really going to be breaking down the problem into different arguments or different components of the problem, okay? So different aspects of the problem. Depends on exactly what your topic is, you know, how you're going to break that down. But for this part, you should try to get it to be 3 pages or more, okay? So let me know if you need any help on this. And this is definitely something that we can talk about on Thursday. So you want to aim for getting this done by Sunday. And then next week, you're going to be working on the last part, which is your solution section. And so that part should also be about 2 to 3 pages as well, okay? And that part is also going to include the works cited page. So what you write can actually be a little bit shorter. And then after that, remember, we're going to start reading our book. So just to give you an idea, you should have your book, or you should have it arriving soon. So we're going to start talking about the book, you know, starting, I think it's like November 16th is probably around the day that you want to have your book, and then you will be required to have read the first section, which is up to page 77, by November 29th, okay? And I'll be posting about that next week and giving you the schedule of everything that you have to read. It's pretty fast reading and it's really interesting. We are not going to be writing any more essays. So the research paper is the last essay that you have to write for this class. What we're going to be doing for the book is just reading it, and then I have some study guides for you to turn in and some short quizzes on Canvas that you'll be doing. Okay, so really what we got to do now is just for the next couple weeks, just finish that research paper. Remember, you're turning it in 3 separate sections. So I hope by this Sunday you get that introduction section turned in, and then by this next Sunday, section 2, and then the following week, section 3, and then I hope that you're all done by then. If you're not, if it takes you a little bit longer, you do have the 3 weeks at the end of the semester. That's kind of a little bit of a cushion, but I want everybody to kind of finish it early because I know that you have your other classes that you're working on, and I don't want you to be too stressed out at the end of the semester. So let's try to work really hard right now and get that done. And then you can kind of cruise through the end of the semester and just kind of relax, and it won't be so stressful. And then you can have a good time as the semester ends. Okay, let me know if you have any problems or any questions. Please try to make it to the Zoom meeting next week. If you can't, then I can definitely meet with you another time. Give me a text or send me an email. We can set up a time to meet, or we can just communicate through email, and I'll be talking to you later. All right, bye-bye.